Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a long while. Some issues with my voice and stuff like that. And also, Parker luck. The laptop's supposed to be here, but then there's some other stuff that need to be paid. And then I don't have the money to actually get a laptop, and etc., etc. Hopefully the laptop is coming very, very soon. As soon as I get the funds back up. But anyways, we're here on a special occasion. The special occasion is that I've been here for 10 years. Give or take, technically. I'll just tell you a nice little story because you guys deserve it. It's been a long while since I had a video. So here's a nice little thing because I did this 5 years ago. I'm going to do it again just because. And also add a little twist to it as well. Anyways, on January 22nd, 2007, or actually 2008, I keep on getting confused, but anyways, actually it should be 2007. Either way, what's going on is that YouTube came because I was just a little spider. Actually, didn't even become a spider yet. I was just a little bit of a teenager. I wanted to watch something that was not right. And let me tell you, it actually underperformed. So I had a YouTube account and it underperformed because they promised something interesting and it wasn't at all nothing. So basically, I had this YouTube account, and of course, I need to tell you guys how did the YouTube account come about. So first things first, Spider-Man 3 was coming out. I decided to actually dedicate my name to at least be like, it's Spider-Man 3. Since it's Spider-Man 3, I actually going to name myself after it because why not? This movie is going to be awesome. It got the black suit. I am a fan of the black suit. If you haven't noticed, I enjoy the black suit so much. I have a decent collection of it. So basically what I started first was I typed in Black Spider-Man. It was taken. Okay. Then I tried Dark Spider-Man. That was taken as well. So I decided to do what Dr. Ock kind of did, which is I took Dark, kept Dark, and cut Spider-Man out of it, and I got Darkspi. So there we go. And that is exactly what happened to get me this name. It's kind of funny that it became something of an icon and somebody just, it really actually was a very good name. I'm glad that someone took Black Spider-Man, even though I'm pretty sure no one took Black Spider-Man name. I'm pretty sure no one did. And if someone did, then they don't exist anymore. That account, whoever took it should have actually just not taken it at all. So anyways, here's the twist part. The twist is if I could have done videos at that point, sadly, it's kind of like being Spider-Man actually. I would have to keep the secret and I actually have to borrow technology because I didn't really have the technology back then. I didn't have the technology on year one. So basically, if there was a way for me to do it, it's just that it was very, very complicated because I would have to go to the computer lab, grab one of their headsets, and then basically copy my voice, actually record my voice. After recording my voice, I would save it in the flash drive. Then I would go home. Then I would put the flash drive in. Hopefully I got pictures as well. Put a video together. I don't know what to do because either A, I would put it on YouTube at home, which would take, hours? I had dial-up. Or B, which would be a smart idea, was take the flash drive, save the movie on there, the video on there, go to the school so early in the morning, go in there, log into YouTube, upload that video, and there you go. For those who actually ask, I actually would not know. I mean, at the point of where I would start, I would most likely not know, but I'd have a hunch because it took me a while for me to actually understand what content I should have on this channel. Basically for me, because man, Spider-Man 3 was hyped. I would most likely would have talked about Spider-Man 3. I would have most likely talked about the first trailer. Basically, I would do trailer breakdowns, I guess, and also talk about my hopes of it, talking about, man, this is going to be so good. Talk about Spider-Man 2.1, the fact that they put a police radio in Spider-Man 2.1. So in Spider-Man 3, when you see that radio, you already would know he been had that radio. So that was like a nice soft retcon just happened in Spider-Man 2.1. Of course, everyone knows that Spider-Man 3 for me was a very, very tragic movie. And I'll keep fighting to the very end until someone actually admits, in Sony or whoever actually admits, yes, it is our doing, not Sam Raimi. Because again, like I said in the video, Sam Raimi in Spider-Man 2 wanted Dr. Ock and the Lizard in the movie. Yes, you all always talk about how too many villains in the freaking movie. Yeah, I get that. But Sam Raimi could have done it, and he said no. He said the Lizard would truly make the movie very long, and then it would ruin Dr. Ock's story, because it was a pretty good story they had already, and to add the Lizard would be too much. Now, how exactly you guys out there could still say Sam Raimi made a horrible mistake, he was the one who did it, but he didn't do it in Spider-Man 2? He could have added extra villain in Spider-Man 2, but he didn't. So that means that in Spider-Man 3, he already knew for a fact, and we still have this part of where he wanted Vulture, he wanted Sandman, and I don't know. I still have to do some digging because I really need to just talk to him. That's the messed up part. This has become into a Incredible Hulk where it's like, it's time for me to get to the main source and talk to him, because some say that he did want Harry to have his story told. Me personally, I'm like, no. And just like one person who was criticizing Spider-Man 3, he has a point. It's like, yeah, he has a point. The fact of how could Harry, a person who needed help with science homework, somehow make more technology and science without any help? The only way how to actually make this work is if they actually decide to bring the Tinkerer into this. If they did, then that means that he had help, and that makes sense. But for him doing it all alone, I would have preferred this happened in Spider-Man 4, because it makes more sense. Instead of now in Spider-Man 2, he finds out that Peter is Spider-Man. He has 3 years to plan. 3 years to plan, and you have no idea how technology works. I would think 6 would be even better. I mean, and plus, it'll be a nice little thing of where you see Harry and Peter's not really, you see Harry's not really saying anything. And we just see Harry many times, and it's like Peter trying to talk to Harry, and well, Harry's just not listening. Harry's not having it. And maybe like at some point at the very end of the movie, we get hints of he's planning something big and he's about to do it very, very soon. Just needs some more time to do it. Makes sense. Sorry, it's about me, not the movie. So when it comes straight down to it with my actual thing, I actually started YouTube a year later. And when I did, I actually got some inspiration from a Pokemon guy, GCPM11. We were starting the same time as well, on Jingor as well. And I decided to say, hey, why not do some Pokemon? Because I do like Pokemon. So I tried that for a while. That lasted for 2 regions, because not a lot of people care about Pokemon. And well, given only 1 to 2 videos actually got popular, actually, sorry, 4 videos got popular before I just decided to delete them last year or so. Then I decided to actually, yeah, it's like I did that, and then as soon as Amazing Spider-Man happened, that's when I was on the bandwagon of let's talk about Spider-Man. And it's kind of funny that on that same exact year, I was trying to continue on trying to piece things together, because I still was interested in Spider-Man 4. I still am. And it's just weird, and I wish I could actually have done videos on my research of Spider-Man 4, what they're saying and everything, but I didn't do it. Instead, I actually decided to talk about Miles Morales as well. But Miles Morales deserved to have that. That video deserved to have it. I wish if a lot of people actually cared and, you know, liked the video, the usual blah-de-blah, the fact that lots of people viewed it, I would have tried to get the next videos afterwards that follow those, I would have tried faster to get those. Oh yeah. Also in my livelihood, I tried to find a blog site that I can belong. I tried one site, I forgot what, I think it was Maniac Expressions, and they were kind of unlenient because it's like if I didn't log in for a few days, I would figure I can rack up those things I missed and do it, but no, they are completely whatever. So I ditched those guys. Tried Comic Book Cast. Heck, it was pretty funny. It was like me being Ultimate Spider-Man looking at the Ultimates saying, man, I would love to be a part of those guys. And I really wish I could have. And a few years ago, when they did have comicbookcast.com, which I was a part of, I actually had 3 postings. One got a lot of freaking action. Lots of people are like, holy frick, you're right. And that was actually exposure of Spider-Man being a sabotage film, Spider-Man 3. I wish I would have copied it and pasted it because it's deleted now. I'm like, well, that sucks. Then I tried to do one on Sailor Moon. Of course, you guys can see I tried Sailor Moon on here. And then the third one was talking about Power Rangers and exposures of secret Power Ranger deaths. I guess we could talk about what's going to happen going forward now. Going forward, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Hopefully, as soon as the laptop comes in, because I'm really tired of doing this gymnastic stuff to be able to put this on to here. Of course, you can check me out on Facebook. Smart idea to do that because I have to post every single day, or at least every week, once a week, because if not, they'll just default the freaking page, and then that's like a big downer. But of course, you can find me on Facebook. I'm still active. I'm still alive. As for the content on here, I'm not sure. Of course, I'm going to do Spider-Man coverages. Of course I am. Sailor Moon's been dead. Of course, I'm not going to touch that one. Power Rangers, I'm not sure. I looked at Ninja Steel. There's lots of things to say about that one. Reviews on Super Sentai, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on with that. Kamen Rider, that's whatever. It depends on what you guys actually want to see. I will maybe give a send-off because, well, technically, even though I'm a spider, I did have 4 mentors that always was with me and always was there for me, even as a little kid. So I might have to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review very soon of the whole entire series. Other than that, I think nothing really would change. I really would love, and here's one thing that's the kicker that's very funny. The real reason why I started doing videos is because I actually enjoyed the Q&A videos. I would actually like to be a part of it where people ask questions to me and I answer them. It would have been very, very cool, but to this day, 10 years, nothing happened. 10 years, that video never came. I didn't even talk about what happened when it came to YouTube, period, so I'll give a little bit more of a rundown because it's been a long time since I gave you guys a video. For those who don't know, YouTube, when it first started, it was on a star scale. 1/2 a star, 0 stars all the way to 5 stars. You can half star things as well. So the only one I ever actually got a big star on was a Pokemon video that got over 10,000. And that was just once. And then the next year after that, they decided to go to the thumbs up, thumbs down program. Thanks. It took so long to get there. And now, thanks for that. Thanks. Then after that, all was good with YouTube. With that video, they actually tried to say, hey, let's make some money. Let's monetize it. I was like, no. Action is my reward, Spider-Man code. So eventually we get to the point of 2011, 2002. Sorry, 2011, 2012. When it comes to that, the craziest part was they had this weird locking system of 2001. Actually, sorry, 301 views plus. And my review for Spider-Man 3 was actually hitting those high ranking scales. And the coolest part was that it was getting some good views. The only messed up part is that freaking block made it seem like, oh no, that was a fake. That was a fake. Nope, you only got 301 views. And when they did fix it and got rid of it, the views didn't even come and show how many people actually watch it. Instead, it just said, no, you'll start at 300. And that was messed up. That was really messed up. I hate that so much. 5-year anniversary video, and this is what I get. Of course, we do have the copywriting. I did get copyrighted many times. That started in 2011. Sometimes mostly Pokemon videos because I was using music I didn't mean to. And plus, there was this one time where I was listening to music while I was recording, and I was like, oops. Kind of like when you were actually mixing a gumbo, and then all of a sudden, your chocolate candy bar you were munching in just dropped into the gumbo. Oops. And you would hope that no one would notice, but they did. They noticed. And of course, lots of copyrights keep coming, but the good news is that after all these years, I actually came to realize and understand that I did not ever actually see a horrible, horrible moment of the copyright. All it was some countries got blocked, and 2009 was when I first got a copyright. But yeah, I actually learned that copywriting was not as bad as I thought it was. I thought once I got copyrighted, it's bad, but not really. You have different tiers. Well, it turned to different tiers, actually. At first, it was just you got copyrighted. All these countries can't see your video. Then eventually it turned to you got copyrighted. They're going to monetize it. You got copyrighted. Some countries can see it. You got copyrighted. Your thing got muted. And of course, the bad one, which luckily for me, I never got, which was a copyright strike. Thank goodness. It was kind of crazy that Toei, which I was dealing with Toei actually does do messed up stuff. Like, for instance, copyright and say that as ours. Sometimes they actually will block it globally. And I saw that with one person. Or actually, I was talking with one person and that happened to him. And they never copyright strike. They never actually removed a video. So I think it's yay for Toei for not being truly a messed up stone cold fist. Because of course I can dodge it. But on the other hand. And as for the whole thing of what's going on, so many debacles of everything, it doesn't affect me at all because I would never actually monetize this video, because if I would have monetized this video, all these videos, that means that in 2010 I could have actually made, I don't know, maybe $100 or so. Well, 2009. Either way, I would continue to make some decent amount of money or whatever, and who knows, maybe it got popular, stuff like that. I know I had lots of companies who came, in quotations, companies who came and said, hey, you're doing pretty decent. How about we actually help you out and you sign a deal with us? And I'm like, really? You're asking a Spider-Man, you're asking a Spidey to sign a deal with you. Spideys don't make deals. Spideys are in it for themselves. Well, not in it for themselves. I mean, I'm in it to help you guys and not actually cash in for myself. I mean, maybe long down the road, I would ask for, in quotations, charity or PayPal or Patreon, but that's only because I would need help for resources. It's kind of like the whole thing that happened in the first Spider-Man movie, where Green Goblin was just about to strike Spider-Man, but all of a sudden a can hit the Green Goblin, and you had everyone in New York, and that happened to Spider-Man 2 as well. That's weird. That didn't happen to Spider-Man 3, did it? Wow, that sucks. But even so, that's basically what I would hope to have eventually, is where if I do need help, people of subscriber base would actually be here to say, I can help you, man. I'll help you too. But either way, 10 years since, I don't regret it at all, actually. I don't regret it at all. There's a few regrets along the way, like for instance, where my first laptop and second laptop just crapped out on me. Electro really needs to just get over himself, personally. But there's really nothing I did that actually was truly horrible. The only thing I would kind of wish was that I might have actually invested in earlier. So maybe I actually would be, in quotations, big. But even though I'm big, I wouldn't be making money at all. I wouldn't make money. I wouldn't want to make money. I would just like to be here for you guys, be here for all the fans, tell you guys what's up. That's basically what I really would like to do. And if somehow I do get money, if somehow things happen like that, then I'm most likely will pour it back into you guys. Basically, I would just go out, see if I could find some Spider-Man content, Spider-Man stuff that people might not be able to get, kind of like what happened with man, I should remember his name. It's been a while since I watched one of his videos. I'm just gonna say RVM. He actually did a contest giveaway, and I would do the same thing, is give back to you guys. I still haven't watched Spider-Man 3 editor's cut, but I heard that it's not really that much better. But as soon as I do see it, I might actually just pop it in and give you guys an actual commentary for you guys to actually listen to. Man, this video has gone too long. I'm webbing out. Peace, guys. I'm still alive. Don't worry. I'll be back eventually. Unlike 7 webheads. I know that's a messed up stab, but really, man, you need to give them a farewell address. Peace.